Risk is really in part about determining the odds of, correct?
Odds of the negative impact.
Negative, but it is about odds. And one of the things that has concerned me about this whole exercise is about the relative odds of this happening, because what I have been hearing, and you can maybe help me with this, sort of, we're looking at all of the places that have, for example, earthquakes as regular occurrences versus one that might happen every 100 years. So how do you balance out the risk preparedness in terms of the actual odds based on historical evidence?
It's a very good question, and it has been the challenge that have been basically an obstacle in the past for investing and paying attention to risk reduction because of, especially for some of the hazards, the low probability, such as earthquakes, of something happening. Generations forget because 300 years passes. Let's say Haiti, that was a case that 200 years had passed. So nobody remembered or had the conscious or attention that how much of a big disaster it would be destroying lives. Meanwhile, while I believe that people take that low probability as an excuse to not pay attention, I think it's a fair question, it's a fair issue to be concerned and ask the scientists to help with helping the decision makers with the balance of probability of something happening and the level of investment that is required, the level of saving and the cost benefit that you can gain over the long run from the investment you make today. There are possibilities, and again, there are possibilities to help the decision-making process, and there have been good level of advances in the tools and measures to help decision-making. And the resilient team here are working closely with technical scientific entities in Vancouver and internationally who have access to those tools.
But it is reasonable then to question about massive differences in risk profiles between different cities.
It's a fair question, and there is enough information and data about Vancouver that I believe is easy to convince a decision maker it's a good decision to invest in risk reduction. Like once the numbers of probability and level of impact can be clearly communicated and the cost benefit.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's questioning that we need to do seismic upgrades. It's a question of degree and degree tied to probability.
Of course.
But thank you very much.